You kissed her. I saw it.
Find out the man's name. Bring him to me.
Who are you? Solompic, State Department.
We gotta kill the guy.
Doesn't like anybody understand how very, very, very serious this all is?
You must marry McCormick. It will satisfy the law.
You'd have your country's gratitude if you made this sacrifice.
You're a patriot, aren't you, Mark?
Do you, Mark, take Aaliyah to be your lawful wedded wife?
Sheikh Abdullah Qasir, the absolute monarch of the territory of Qasil. As you can see, Qasil is very small, but it contains enough oil to keep us in traffic jams for years to come.
And that oil supply is threatened.
That's right, Jack.
Is Qasir hostile?
Up to now, the Sheikh's been 100% behind Uncle Sam. Saved our national buns at OPEC more than once. 3 of his 9 children were educated in this country. Those 3 still live here. Hassan and Rabin Qasir, both minor officials at the Qasilian embassy.
Have we lost Qasil's support?
Not yet, George, and we're gonna fight like hell not to.
What's the problem, Chuck?
She is. Aliyah Qasir, the 5th daughter. Been in this country since she was 4. It seems that Aliyah is living with an American. Laws of Qasil are very strict. That happens to be a major crime. The Sheikh's upset enough about it to pull the plug on our Qasilian oil supply. He's not crazy about the idea of putting his favorite daughter in prison for the rest of her life. He blames Western decadence. Gentlemen, this comes right from the top. The brass wants you two to revise the existing scenario.
Break up the romance.
Exactly. When the Sheikh's unhappy, Washington's unhappy.
I am very unhappy.
Oh, bummer. It's always me. What'd I do now?
You have shamed me and disgraced the family.
Dad, chill out. Like, all I've done all summer is, like, hang out at the beach.
You are living with a man who is not your husband.
Who told you that? That was Hassan and Rabin, wasn't it? They're so bogus.
Your brothers are good men.
Oh, right, Dad. They, like, pick up women in bars, okay?
It is a different thing. They are men.
Oh, right, so they, like, can do whatever they want to do? And I have this really meaningful relationship with this really neat guy with this really great hair, and the whole house of Qasir, like, freaks out.
Does it mean nothing to you that you are a woman of the house of Qasir?
Means I can shop Rodeo Drive.
What is the name of this man?
Like, I'm really gonna tell you that, Dad.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the beach to get my head straight. It's like every time we try to connect, you, like, just really weird me out. I mean, other girls' dads, like, talk to them, you know, like one-on-one. I'm sorry that we just can't be friends.
Hassan, Rabin, follow your sister. Find out the man's name.
Something.
Would he actually do that?
Would he do that? He's, like, so upset about us, Biff. I can't tell you.
Why? I'm all American. I'm Gamma Phi Delta. I'm a Princeton man, pardon me, but what could he possibly object to?
You're, like, making out with his daughter. Like, a little upset about it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, didn't you tell him it was preparatory to marriage?
Marriage? You didn't say anything about marriage. Besides, you can't talk to him with veins popping out of his neck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saving it for a romantic weekend. I have the ring and everything.
A ring? You have a ring?
I'm serious about us, Allie.
I hope it's, like, pear-shaped, you know, because, like, Tommy got this one from Downey and it was 2 carats and it was pear-shaped and, oh, I guess it's really not the size that matters, is it?
Your attention, please. The Catalina Princess is now ready for boarding at Pier 6. Please have your tickets ready at the gate.
Okay, you're missing your balls. Get out of here.
Take care, Judge. Have a good weekend, huh? Da 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 da.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Oh, here, let me help you.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Moving?
No, I had to pack light for the weekend, you know.
I see. My name's Mark McCormick.
Well, hello, I'm Allie Kassir.
Nice to meet you. Ali, any relation to the boxer?
What?
You know, float like a butterfly, travel like Joan Collins on a world tour.
I don't know what you mean.
The heavyweight champion.
Of what?
Obscurity, apparently. Sail much?
No.
Bowl?
No, I shop.
Ah, well, that's very important work.
God, you know, like, there's nothing but senior citizens on this boat. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. Like, when I first came on, I had to stand between these two old ladies over there, and, like, there was this smell of, like, all the bathroom spray in the universe or something. I couldn't believe it. I had to move. I had to actually move. You know, and then I saw you, and I said, wow, somebody under 100. It was like,
Yeah. Look, it was really nice meeting Ali, okay?
But see, it's just that old people are so negative, you know? See, I'm a very up person. In fact, my roommate said to me one day, Allie, do you know that you are such an up person? And I am, really. No, I am. So I said, like, wow, Nancy, that is just so immature. I mean, just because a guy likes me better than her, I mean, they were doomed from the beginning anyway. I mean, check it out. Like a Gemini and a Scorpio, right, give me a break. But see, so I really knew that Biff and I, it was love at first sight. You see, we're on this trip together, you know. We can't let anybody see us because my dad is like having this major brain hemorrhage, you know. It's like, say, he's stuck in another century or something. But it's like I am into all religions, you know. But I like to be open. That's why I wanted to meet you, you know. Like, we exchange some ideas. I learn from you learn from me. You know, we really get to know each other like that, you know. I didn't know at all what to say. We were going around the room, and we were telling what our fathers did, right? See, like, Tammy's father, he sells sporting goods, right? But I was so embarrassed, I didn't know what to say. My father's a Bedouin prince. He puts down uprisings and wears a turban on his head, like Randolph Valentino.
That's Rudolph Valentino, excuse me.
What?
Rudolph Valentino, not Randolph, Rudolph.
Oh, like say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right?
Just behind Prancer. Now, would you excuse me for a minute? I really, this is what I'm looking, excuse me.
Sure, no problem. Bye. I really think it is Randolph, like in Randolph Nureyev, you know? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. See, I don't know, these little details like this, they really make me think, you know? They kind of bother me, so I kind of like try and figure them out right away, you know, to get them off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying?
Your attention, please. The Catalina Princess will be ready for boarding in a few minutes for our return to Port Sacal. Please have your tickets ready.
You know, Mark, you're a very interesting person to talk to. And I really think I've learned a lot from you, too, you know?
Yeah, well, listen, have a nice time while you're here, Ali, okay? Well, it was really nice meeting you, Ali. I'll see you, okay?
You too, Mark. Bye.
Hey, what are you doing? Who are you?
Sheldon Peck, State Department.
State Department?
Come on, you don't want to make a fuss. Just come along quietly.
Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. For the millionth time, I never saw her before, and I never want to see her again. Believe me.
She seemed quite affectionate at the pier.
I helped her with her luggage. You know, you guys kill me. You grab me, you ruin my one free weekend, you bring me all the way back here, and then you won't even tell me what I'm supposed to have done. Now, come on.
Mr. McCormick, I'm afraid you're mistaken. There's been no crime committed here.
You mean to tell me you brought me all the way back here and I didn't even do anything?
Let me try to clarify it for you a little. See, what we've got here is a top priority situation. I'm just not at liberty to divulge its nature at this time.
We may have the wrong man, George. Judge Hardcastle here is willing to vouch for Mr. McCormick.
What's going on?
I don't know. Ask them. I don't know.
Hey, what do you mean you don't know?
They picked me up. They said I haven't done anything wrong, but they haven't explained why they brought me here. You know as much as I do, honest.
Your government is grateful for your cooperation, Mr. McCormick. I'm sorry if we inconvenienced you. You're free to go.
That's it? You're sorry you inconvenienced me?
Let's go.
No, wait a second. It doesn't work that way. It's inconvenient when you lock your keys in your car. When this happens, it's a tragedy. You ruined my vacation. You realize that? You know how much money I paid for this? $18 for a round-trip ticket over to Catalina. And it was this blonde on it.
It's okay. Come on.
Let's put a man on him.
No, all they said was you were kissing a girl on the pier.
I didn't kiss her. She kissed me.
Yeah, well, either way, your lips connected.
Man, talk about a case of mistaken identity. They thought I really knew her.
Well, they probably leaped to that conclusion after they saw you kissing her on the pier.
Oh, I get it. You don't believe me either. Is that it? Judge, the girl would not leave me alone.
I know. You're irresistible.
Would you give me a break? I had to talk to that space cadet for 2 solid hours. What are you doing?
I think we're being tailed.
And who's leaping to conclusions now?
Let's find out.
I want to talk to you.
Who are you?
Biff Anderson. I saw you at the pier.
Oh, no. This doesn't have anything to do with Ali. Oh, wow, life's a buzz, does it? I should have known, right? Look, That hurt.
You kissed her. I saw it.
I didn't kiss her. She kissed me.
Cool down, pal, okay?
Please stay out of this, sir.
Of course.
I feel I should tell you that I was the boxing champion of the Princeton freshman class last year.
I was street fighting champ at PS-18 in 6th grade. Don't do that again. I'm gonna get mad.
I love that woman. I'm gonna marry her.
Don't here.
Any idea who the other guy was?
Hey, she's a sister, remember? Could be anyone from a lifeguard to a ski instructor. Maybe even a rock star or a break dancer. Car salesman.
The old man's not gonna like this.
No kidding, huh? If we don't get him the hell out of this country, this whole thing's going to come down on us like a tent in a hurricane.
You want to tell him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Dado, we stole $1.5 million from you to buy heroin. But don't worry, we needed to make a big score so that we won't have to have too much off of you and listen to you lecture us on Western decadence. He'll understand that. No problem.
Yeah, he's gonna kill us.
And he's gonna be hanging over us until he settles this whole thing with Aaliyah and her new lover.
Unless we settle it for him. We gotta kill the guy. Hey, look, there is nothing else we can do. It's his head or ours.
But it's not gonna be mine.
Well, then I guess it's his.
Would it be all right if I got up now?
Sure.
Thank you. I guess I was a little out of line.
A little, yeah.
I apologize. I've never hit a mature adult male before. It's just that I've never felt about a woman the way I feel about Allie. She's different.
I'll buy that.
You saw it too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been around a little. You know what I mean? Cheerleaders. Debs. The usual. But you see, I've got a plan for my life. And Allie fits my plan. She's beautiful. She's charming. And we're all men of the world, am I right? I mean, let's face it. A businessman could hardly do better than a princess with oil rights.
Sentimental old fool, aren't you?
Well, I love her. When I saw him kissing her, I went crazy. We fought. I followed them. Hey, I'd like to make this up to both of you.
You want to make it up to me, Biff? Go, find Ali, marry her, raise a family, get rich. Do it in Pittsburgh. Okay? Let's go.
Naturally, I'll be happy to pay for any cleaning bills that you may have.
You will marry this man, Miss Mark McCormick. Save yourself from disgrace.
Who's Mark McCormick? Who's Mark McCormick?
Do not lie to me.
I'm not lying to you, Dad. I never lie to you. You just don't believe me.
You ran away with this man on the boat. You were seen.
Oh, Mark, the guy in the boat. No, but he's not.
Quiet!
Wait a minute, Dad. You don't understand. Wait, see, this is all screwed up, okay? I met that guy on the deck. Mark. No, he was really nice, and we were talking, and we really communicated and stuff. But he's not the guy I'm dating.
Aliyah, I am not above the law. The penalty for what you have done is imprisonment for the rest of your life. If a ruler does not obey the law, he is no ruler.
But, Dad, I don't want to marry Mark. I want to marry Biff.
The thing is decided and announced.
But you're like my dad. People's dads just don't go putting their kids in prison, you know?
That is why you must marry McCormick. It will satisfy the law.
Dad!
I take no pleasure in hurting you. Otherwise, this man will die and you will have to go to prison.
I told you I didn't want you coming here.
What you want means spit to me. We're getting nervous. First you want a deal and then you can't because Daddy's here. I want to see the stuff. My people think maybe you don't even have it. Okay, tomorrow.
No, not while my father is here.
I don't give a damn about your old man. You think this is a game? You jerking me around? Because if you're jerking me around, you're dead.
Okay. Day after tomorrow.
That's fine, Hassan. It's day after tomorrow, or it's over. You got that?
Gotta do it.
I
sitting on a beach. If there was any justice in the world, I'd be sitting on Catalina Island right now with a blonde on one side and a redhead on the other.
You know what's the trouble with you? Your trouble is you don't have any romance in your soul.
Oh, here we go. Another lecture on how we hit on girls in the 1940s.
We didn't hit on girls. We courted young ladies.
Courted young ladies. Let me ask you
watermelon.
something. Do you remember the first time you ever met your wife?
Yeah.
Before you even talked to her?
Yeah.
Well, what did you notice first? Her brilliant mind? Her sweet soul? It took you 6 months to figure out she was pretty?
Saw that right away.
There you go.
What do you mean, there you go?
There you go. You got to know your wife because you liked the way she looked. Right? Huh? You liked how she looked. It wasn't her personality, it wasn't her brains or sensible shoes. Something about her caught your eye.
Okay, it was her ears.
Her what?
Her ears was all I could see. She had her back to me at this church picnic, and I could just see these little pink ears. You happy?
Her ears.
Right.
You liked her ears.
Yep. I'm going to bed.
I never figured you for an ear man, Judge.
Listen, McCormick, I'm sorry about your lousy weekend. It's very tragic, but I'm tired, okay? Goodbye.
She have real intellectual ears, Judge, huh?
Listen, wise guy. Her ears were pink because she was blushing. Now, you never heard of that, have you? See, blushing, that's something that girls used to do long ago. Lost art now.
She like your ears?
Quick, quick, over here. Not that way. Over here.
What's going on, McCormick?
You all right?
Yeah, we only got a partial on the plate, Frank. It's a black sports car, and it's 2BEX something 5. Anything else?
Yeah, one of them's got a heck of a pair of hands.
No, that's all. Yeah, we'll keep you informed, Frank. Okay. Well, what do you think? You owe anybody any money?
Come on, Judge.
Okay, somebody's trying to take the curl out of your hair. You got any ideas?
Oh, no.
Mark, you got me in so much trouble last night.
I got you in trouble?
Yes.
Mark, if we could talk with you for just a minute. Hello, sir.
Why don't you tell me what's going on around here?
Well, you remember I was telling you about my dad and how he overreacts to everything? Well, he thinks you're my boyfriend, and if we don't get married in 3 days, he's gonna do something to you, and he's gonna put me in jail for the rest of my entire life.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought fathers usually just took your car keys away.
I'm just so scared because he'll really do it.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Nobody does that kind of a thing. You're exaggerating, Ali.
No, they do that. They've been doing that for a couple of thousand years now.
It's hardly ridiculous, Mark. Ali's father is a very traditional man. What he considers public disgrace is dealt with very harshly.
Harshly? Getting sent to prison for 2 years for stealing your own car back. That's harsh. Getting killed for kissing a girl in public is insane.
I thought she kissed you.
I was being euphemistic.
Oh.
Is that what this whole thing's been about?
This is not a joke. The man is serious.
Is he serious enough to send a couple of guys over here in the middle of the night?
I don't know.
Well, somebody was.
I'm just so scared because it's like, say, I've got one foot in the desert and like the other one in Beverly Hills.
Have you tried talking to him?
Yeah, just talk to him. He's your father. Now, I don't think he's really gonna.
No, I've tried, but he's just like really bummed out about you and me, Mark.
You and me? Don't say you and me. Listen, hey, wait. The problem is here, we're not communicating.
Oh, great. Now you're like sounding just like my dad.
Well, now, the way I see it, if the Sheik had the whole story, he'd be more than happy to accept me as a son-in-law, considering the alternative.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, no offense, Mark, but if you were the Sheik of Qasir, wouldn't you rather your daughter marry the heir to a porcelain fortune than a penniless handyman?
Certainly.
Penniless handyman? Get away.
Doesn't like anybody understand how very, very, very serious this all is? I've got to make Daddy understand. You see, he just doesn't listen to me.
I think what's wrong is that no one is trying to see this thing from the Sheik's point of view. Now, he's very concerned about what's happened to his daughter, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand her. He doesn't understand the Western world, you see?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, what we've got to do is get somebody who's closer to his age. You know? He'll talk to him, straighten this whole thing out.
Yeah.
You have a very valid point, Mark.
Yeah.
Yes, I think if someone just speaks to him in a reasonable manner, he's a reasonable man. After all, he's a ruler, isn't he? And once he's got the facts, then...
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. You would really do that for me? Thank you. Oh, wow.
No,
oh, far
stop.
out. Oh,
Shut
super.
up. I don't mean me.
Judge,
I mean someone that's very close to him, a relative.
A nice judge. You are close to him in age, okay? Just talk. What, you're traditional, you're a little out of date, but come on.
I don't even know the man, McCormick.
Judge, we're talking about my head here. No! Give it a shot.
No.
Yes.
No, I did not mean me. That's it.
You are a very important man. Oh, do not be modest. I had you looked into when you asked to see me. I do not see everybody.
Yeah.
You were saying something about this Mark McCormick.
Yes, well, there's just been a little mix-up. You see, McCormick and your daughter Aaliyah just met the other day when they were on that boat. Now, the man that she's in love with is Biff Anderson.
Two men? This is worse than I thought.
No. You see, she and McCormick just talked. They didn't. That's Biff and Aaliyah. You see, now if Biff and Aaliyah were to get married, everybody'd be happy. It would simplify everything, wouldn't it?
I'm afraid it would not. I have already announced the name McCormick. If I change the name now, I would look like a fool. I cannot afford that.
Oh, but you understand that you can't enforce your laws on American citizens.
Your country is 2 centuries old. When you have grown up, you will understand the importance of laws.
Oh, believe me, I understand the importance of the law. I sat on the bench for 20 years, a judge.
Then we do understand each other. Our laws are 2,000 years old. You cannot expect me to exempt my daughter.
I wouldn't suggest such a thing.
There must be order. Otherwise, our government will topple.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
That's why I cannot change the rules.
Of course, but the facts...
The facts are the law must be satisfied. The name of the young man makes no difference. One young American is like any other. You think of this young McCormick as a son, do you not?
Oh, I wouldn't want that to get around. I mean, especially to McCormick.
You have confessed a thing to me, I will confess a thing to you. I have 4 other daughters, perfect daughters. But this young bird with a broken wing, I love very much. She is my favorite child. I will not allow her to be taken away from me because of a lack of a bridegroom. I also will not allow the law to be broken.
I'm all for that.
I am very glad to have met you. It is always nice to meet a man of law from this disorganized society. Aaliyah will marry McCormick. Thank you for returning my daughter. Ahmed, bring the car on.
When's Dad coming back?
Who knows? A couple of hours, maybe.
hear you.
I don't care. Come down.
How did you get in here? There's like these guards all over the place.
I climbed the wall. I had to see you.
Okay, wait right there. I'll be right back.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time. Let's make this fast.
Don't get hasty. You wanted $2 million? I want it for $1 million.
We had a deal, Mr. Thompson.
So much for honor among thieves, huh?
Take the money, Hassan.
Looks like baby brother's not as dumb as you are.
I don't like being cheated. Hassan, I don't care what you like. Take the money. Let's get out of this. Hassan, Aliyah.
Oh, shit. Go that way.
Who was that?
It was Biff.
Who is he?
He's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah. What are you guys doing here anyway? Does Dad know about this?
What are you doing with him instead of McCormick, the guy you were with on the boat?
I hardly know McCormick. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys.
But Dad wants you to marry him.
Yeah, I know. Thanks to you. Thanks a lot.
What did he want, Ali?
You wanted me to run away with him.
You listen to me very carefully. You are not going to run away with anybody. You are not going to make Dad upset anymore. You're going to be a good little girl and keep Dad happy. And you're going to keep your mouth shut.
But I want to marry Biff, not McCormick.
That's not convenient. The wedding is on. Do you understand?
Yes.
You get married, or I'll see that Biff pays for it. Call Thompson. Tell him it's still on. We'll do it at the wedding.
Well, he's got a point.
What do you mean he's got a point?
What's the guy's got rules? He lives by them, you know?
This is the dumbest thing that's ever happened to me. I've had a lot of dumb things happen to me in my life, but now this is unbelievable. My life is out of control, and you're telling me you agree with his rules.
What can I tell you? I kind of like the old guy. You know, he's all right. What?
They took her. They took Allie.
Who?
Hassan and Rabin.
Who's Hassan and Rabin? These are the guys that jumped me.
No, that's unfortunate.
What do you mean, unfortunate? Attempted murder? Pick him up.
We can't.
What do you mean you can't?
These men have diplomatic immunity. They're consulate officials.
So you mean they get to go around strangling people, selling dope, and there's nothing you can do about it?
Let me explain something. We could deport them, but we're in a very tricky position. We're involved in more than dope dealing and attempted murder. We're dealing with Kassir on some very important negotiations.
Oil. That's what this whole thing is about, isn't it?
Let me finish. Your government can't afford to lose that oil.
The needs of the many, Mr. McCormick.
Come on, this line right out of Star Trek. Give me a break.
You'd have your country's gratitude if you made this sacrifice.
You're a patriot, aren't you, Mark?
Not patriotic enough to marry Gidget. No,
Wait,
listen,
wait,
let me
wait,
add this.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
wait,
no,
here. No, we want to get all these guys together in one place. Now, I got this idea.
No.
Hey, you'll
no.
love it. No, this is...
No.
What?
This is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. You know what? Those church picnics are starting to look pretty good to me right now.
That's the ticket. Get to know a girl the old-fashioned way.
The man I saw with Hassan Rabi, he's out there with a briefcase.
You were right. They're gonna do it here at my wedding. Why, those no good.
Hey, you're not married yet.
That's right. That's right, I'm not. What are you gonna do?
Did I tell you that Sheik and I are just like that?
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, come on. Do you think I let it go this far without a plan?
Your plan. That's what I'm worried about, is your plan.
Do not be sad. I am doing this for your own good.
Dad? Do you like love me for real?
You're my daughter.
Come on, just unbend for once, Pop.
Yes. I love you.
You do? Far out.
Who gives this woman in marriage?
I do.
Excellent. You over there. We are gathered here together to join this man and this woman in bonds of matrimony. If any of you know any just or legal reason why these... If any of you know any just reason or legal reason why these two should not be joined, you will now speak or forever hereafter hold your peace. Very well. But do you, Mark, take Aaliyah to be your lawful wedded wife, to love, honor, and cherish her, to comfort and protect her, to be to her a faithful and loyal companion, bearing your share of her burdens and sharing with her your joys and successes?
I do.
And do you, Aaliyah, take Mark to be your lawful wedded husband, to love and honor and cherish him, and to comfort him in sickness and in health, bearing your share of his joys and responsibilities and sharing with him your joys?
Okay, I do.
By the powers vested in me by the municipal court, by the powers vested in me by the municipal court of the city of Los Angeles and the state of California, I... Come on! Hey! Guys! You okay?
Am I married?
Not quite.
I wish my visit could have been a happier one. I lost 2 sons, but I've gained 3 friends and a daughter.
Sir, I'd just like to say it's been an honor to meet you. And I love and respect your daughter.
Aaliyah, marry whomever you choose. I wash my hands of all your affairs. I am just too old. Come and visit me sometime.
Oh, for sure, Dad. I think we're really communicating a lot better now.
No doubts. Goodbye, my friend.
Take care.
Yeah. Well, I have to be friends.
Your attention, please.
Poor old Abdul. That's really killing him.
Yeah, it is. I feel bad for him, but in a lot of ways, he brought it on by himself.
Yeah, but he's not the one.
I told Biff it was over between me and him. I think he's really wrecked about it, but I really think it's better this way because people who have kind of gone through the kind of cosmic changes we have, I think it's something like fate. You know what I mean? No, I really do.
Judge,
No,
would you
really,
excuse us
I
for a
do.
moment?
Sure.
No, you do. Come here. I'll leave. This would be all wrong. I'm not worth it. I'm trouble. I always have been.
No, it's just because you have this bad self-image of yourself because, like, you were in jail and in prison and all that. But I know you're different. I know you're not like that.
I am. I steal cars. I run around with a green lantern.
But I'm rich. I'm a princess. You can have as many cars as you want.
You're a very, very beautiful princess. You're young. You're enchanting. I'm an old guy. It wouldn't work. Now, please, just walk away from me. Let me do this one fine thing in my life.
Weren't too hard on her, were you? No. Yeah. Well, gotta be gentlemanly about these things.
Oh, no. No, not again. Would you just shoot me?
Presentation of the Blind Lady of Justice Life Achievement Award.
Being a recipient of such an award is not the real honor.
We got 8 families coming down this weekend, and you're mixing us up with 50 judges.
The coroner comes in to take a report. The corpse sits up and kisses him.
I thought judges sat around all day in black robes being serious.
Hello? How do you like the room? It'll do. Did you get the suitcase? Yeah. You get 200 grand to do Don Ferris and 100 grand to do Sid Storm.
Hey, since I worked with you guys in Chicago, the price has gone up.
Don't give me a song and a dance, Dave. Just do it. Do you know where you're supposed to make the delivery?
Yeah. The Adobe Palms Hotel.
Orlando's gonna make the hit, so deliver the suitcase to room 279 at night and make sure nobody sees you.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. The Adobe Palms is only 2 blocks away.
Being a recipient of such an award is not the real honor. The real honor and satisfaction comes from knowing that you, Mike, comes from the knowledge that you, my contemporaries, no, my
peers. Comes from knowing that, I can't say acknowledge, because I just said knowledge. No, wait. Now, comes from knowing that you, my contemporaries, comes from knowing that you, my peers, have acknowledged my past accomplishments for what they are worth. How's it sound so far? How do you like that, huh?
Sounds about the same as it has every day for the past week. Rehearsed.
Did you like the part about the past accomplishments?
Judge, I am one of your past accomplishments.
So, in conclusion, let me say that the man himself is not that important. The man and his law is. I like that part.
Judge, you know, you're incredible. Every year around convention time, it's like moving a dead elephant to get you to go to this. All of a sudden, you're nominated for the Lifetime Achievement Award, and it's, let's go, McCormick. They got great weather in Palm Springs. What happened to 40 dull guys in Bermuda shorts running around short-sheeting somebody's bed?
I'm looking forward to that.
Judge, just remember, they haven't given you anything yet. You've just been nominated.
The honor is in the nomination. The nomination itself is the honor. Well, this junket's going to be an eye-opener for you. One of the world's finest judicial bodies all in one place.
You got it, Judge. Great bodies all in one place. All working on their tans. Believe me, I promise you, my eyes will be open.
Gotta get past one guy, Bucky O'Neill. Oh, that's the hot competition.
Well, in that case, you're a shoo-in. I don't think they're going to give a major award like this to a towering hero of jurisprudence named Bucky.
The guy's in there on one case, and I have to admit it was a major case. The Donaldson case.
Really?
Yeah.
The Donald? I read about that. That was Bucky?
Wow. Wasn't that amazing, you know? I mean, the guy's had about a 20-minute career. Spends half his time down in Tahiti drinking out of a coconut. He's never had near the caseload that more experienced judges have had.
What are you doing? It's valet parking.
For $5, I can park my own car, McCormick. If you mingle with some of these great legal minds long enough, some of it might rub off on you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey! We're the committee in charge of baptismal.
Great, guys. We gotta check in.
Hotel full of judges, huh?
Please do not wear your golf sights in the
I think it used to make me nervous to come up before guys like that in court. Silly me. Oh, you better get to those judges over there, Hardcastle. Look at them. Nicely dressed,
Distinguished looking. They're setting a bad example.
I'm afraid that's the other side of the bench, McCormick.
Here they come. Now, aren't you sorry you didn't bring your squirting flour?
Hardcastle. Been a long time. Sid, you know Judge Hardcastle.
Yeah, we've met. Hardcastle made a career of trying to shut me down. Too bad you couldn't make a stick, Judge.
Well, you know what they say. It's not over till it's over. We just want a chapter. Wait till the end of the book. You get nailed.
So, how's retirement, Milton? 18 holes, 9 innings, 6 packs?
I keep busy. I just get down here once a year for the awards, you know.
Still hoping, huh? You never learn, Milton. The guys who do the labor don't collect the prizes. You're not as smiling.
Hey, he got nominated.
Yeah, well, you'll be better off without the trophy. I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. They're in the cement business.
I'll take that.
What are you, out of your mind? You book a judges' convention the same week you book a summit with the syndicate?
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it, George. We got 8 families coming down this weekend, and you're mixing us up with 50 judges.
It just happened. Everybody kept postponing, changing schedules. She was supposed to be here last month. The judges changed 6 times on me. It's like some kind of bad joke.
I'm not laughing. How does something like this happen, George? How does a guy like you end up in a leather chair with a pen set?
Always been good with you, Sid. Anything you ever asked.
Well, we got business to discuss this weekend. I don't want these judges stuck in my throat.
Don't worry about it. You won't even know they're here. I'll keep them happy.
I don't care whose fault it is. I just want my room.
There's nothing wrong with 312. All the rooms are the same.
But I reserved 279, and I want 279.
Judge, they're all the same.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, you can help me to get the room that I reserved. 279.
Is there a problem with that?
It's not in the computer, sir. I keep trying to explain.
Do you know how to put it in the computer?
Yes, but...
We'll have your room for you, Judge. Why don't you have a drink by the pool on me while we get it ready?
Thank you.
Your attention.
Oh. You want to tell me what the big deal is about room 279?
I like the room.
What are you talking about? You've never even been here.
All right, 99 is my lucky number. They haven't got a room number 99, so 2 and 7 is 9, and 9 is 99, all right? I don't believe in that stuff, but it wouldn't hurt.
Your attention, please. Will Vinny the fish please report to the lost and found?
Yeah, one scratch, and you're gonna hear about it.
Will Miss Bambi Gazette please report to rooms 259, 119, and 310?
Okay, listen, we got a seminar coming up in the desert room, according to the schedule, and it's called Juries, Justice, and You. It should be real interesting.
Well, I think this is much more interesting. Blondes, bathing suits, and me. I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead to the seminar? I'll copy your notes, okay?
No, this is supposed to be a learning experience for you.
I'm learning. I'm studying.
There's a call from
Hard.
Judge Ray Ashton on
Very
the
hard.
Judge Ray Ashton.
Watch this. I'll have her barking.
Milt. Oh, Bucky.
Well, nice to see you again. I've been going over your case file. Don't want to underestimate the competition, you know. That's impressive stuff, Milt. Like I've got my work cut out for me.
Well, you know, Bucky, winning isn't it. The nomination is the thing. That's what really counts. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he even left his rabbit's foot at home.
This is Mark McCormick, Judge Buchanan O'Neill.
The Donaldson case, right? Hey, great stuff. I heard it took you a full 20 minutes to make that decision.
Milt, see you in the war.
Hey, Bucky.
Well, now, he's nothing to worry about. He's too tan. Don't worry about him. He's strictly a presenter. No, trust me, Judge. The guy is going to be asked to present an award. You know what that is? That's like winning Miss Congeniality. It's the kiss of death. You never win anything.
We got a problem. They screwed up on the room.
What?
Did you mail the hardware yet?
I'm having a guy deliver it to the room.
Well, you're just gonna have to change it.
I don't know if I can do that. This has got to go down.
That is your problem, okay? Because you're gonna pay me either way.
Your Honors, if you'd all please find a seat, we'll try and get this thing going. Now, my name is Howard Penny, and I welcome you all on behalf of the convention to the beautiful Adobe Palms.
As most of you know, we have suffered a decreased effectiveness in our various operations. That's why we called the heads of all the families together. Each of you
will be assigned to a committee to discuss
each of the heads of the family. Those who refuse to cooperate
will be awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the closing of the banquet. I'm told we have the complete run of this hotel, as long as there's no repeat of last year. Now, we do request that you refrain from covering the toilets with cellophane. You got that, Arnie?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Now, one last note. You may have noticed some familiar faces among the other guests staying at the hotel.
They're just down here for an awards convention. They're gonna drink, they're gonna party, and they're gonna go home. So let's not mix it up.
It's unfortunate, but there's no crime in getting a suntan. Remember, we're not here in any official capacity.
You bump into a judge, ignore him. Or make nice. Odds are, he's working for us.
Let us assume that any violin cases we see contain violins.
Try the calamari. It's terrific.
Being the recipient of this award gives me... Recipient, everybody says that. Being the pinnacle of this award... Pinnacle doesn't make any sense. Penultimate. How about penultimate? You like that?
Come on, Judge, let me get some sleep.
What the hell?
Don't they ever quit?
That's the door, McCormick.
Forget it, Judge. You're friends. You want a bucket of water over your head, you answer the door.
You go and answer the door.
Too cheap to get me a room of my own. Makes me sleep on a cot. Takes the bed.
You've got until Sunday.
Terrific. What's that?
Oh, I don't know. They're your playmates. Turn out the light.
Are you gonna open it?
Judge, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why do you want to open that and have rubber snakes jumping all over the place? Just leave it till after breakfast.
Hey, isn't that the guy in the lobby?
What the hell?
And an automatic super duper squirt gun. These guys are great.
That's no squirt gun, McCormick.
Cute friends, Judge. What's next? A miniature electric chair?
Somebody is gonna hit these guys. Sid Storm and Don Ferris. Somebody put a contract on them.
You're not really gonna fall for this, are you?
Look at the money, McCormick. Arnie's got a weird sense of humor, but that's a little expensive, huh?
Hey, this is real money.
Real money, real bullets. Whoever got bounced out of this room is looking for his paycheck. Have you got anything?
Yeah, a headache. The room was reserved for Mr. Louis Oliver.
Yeah, what happened to him?
You mean after you insisted on taking his room?
Yes.
He probably ended up on a cot in the Y.
Have you got a phone number and an address?
Judge, look, it's been a long night. Now, I've been asked to cooperate with you, and I'm doing my best. I have been struck by water, rattled by joy buzzers, and humiliated when I sat down at my desk. Now, I am doing all I can to maintain Well, I guess I could buy some aspirin.
Louis Sullivan, 1751 Redmond Street, Teaneck, New Jersey.
Forget it. Nobody lives in Teaneck. Besides, you don't think the guy'd give legitimate information, do you?
Well, I want to give it to the cops anyway, so they can check it out.
Let me ask you something. Is this your basic Hardcastle law and order routine, or is there something else going on here?
Killing people is against the law, McCormick.
No, that doesn't work anymore. What's going on, Judge? As soon as you pulled those pictures, you shifted gears. Now, who are these guys?
Well, you met Ferris. He's a businessman.
Well, what kind of business? Concrete underwear?
Nobody nailed him on anything yet.
That doesn't explain it. What's bothering you?
Have you looked at these guys that are sliding around the hotel, huh? Has it occurred to you there might be a little family committee meeting going on, huh? Somebody like Ferris gets killed, it's gonna start a bloodbath. I mean, the kind nobody ever gets over.
Coming your way.
Your hands where I can see them.
Where is it?
Why, what are you gonna do? Try every room in the hotel till you get it right?
Check the truck.
Don't mouth off at these guys, McCormick. They're pros.
Thanks for the suitcase. You're lucky, because no one's putting up any money to kill you.
I have to give you credit, Judge. It's a great story. Then you come in here, no suitcase, no cash, no gun. Props, gentlemen. Should have brought some props.
What are you talking about?
Tell me, what's supposed to happen to me when I show up at the crime scene?
We are not fooling around here, Lieutenant. Somebody's hiring an assassin.
You guys really had Rohrback going last year. They called in a homicide report about 2 a.m. Rohrback not only goes for it, he calls in half the state guys behind him. Coroner comes in to take a report. The corpse sits up and kisses him. They hired a stripper to play dead. It was great. I would have given a week's pay to see the expression on Rohrback's face.
You think this is a practical joke?
Come on, gentlemen, please. Every year you old guys pull something like this.
We're not pulling anything. Now, you got a problem with that? We'll just talk to your captain, okay?
Sorry, Judge. You're stuck with me. Captain Franklin's at a police chief's convention in Bermuda. So I guess it is your move.
About 10 miles down the road, there's a hotel, and it's filled with judges. Now, it would take me about half an hour to wake one of them up and get a court order written and have you hauled in for obstructing justice. Right after that, somebody from here is going to put in a call to Bermuda and tell Captain Franklin that you are making a jackass out of yourself. And then he's going to get on a plane and come home. And shortly after that, you'll find yourself down in the coconut room serving pina coladas. Your move.
What can I tell you, Chief? The Don doesn't like judges much.
Well, tell him it's important.
Forget it.
All right. Mr. Ferris isn't taking any calls.
It's his funeral.
Well, let's just go over to the restaurant. Come on.
No. No, wait a minute. What is going on here? Now, look, I've kind of gotten used to getting pistol whipped and shoved off the side of the road. Usually I know what I'm into, but now this is different. We got the suitcase, we lost the suitcase, we gave everything we had to the police. Now, why are we still in this?
Because the police might not move fast enough to stop somebody from pulling the trigger, that's what.
So the world is down one bad guy. Now, look, I don't want to see anybody get hurt either, but Judge, what's your stake in this?
What are you talking about?
Judge.
Don Ferris saved your life?
Taught me a lesson, too. Don't ever go to the mat for anything unless it's about something. I mean, other than trying to be a hot dog.
This all happened when you were a cop.
Yeah, I was pretty dumb. I walked into a whole room full of bent noses, got myself into a fight.
Well, I take it you both walked away from him.
Well, I almost did. I was up on him, and one of his buddies tried to put me away. I never would have heard it coming either. Ferris nailed the guy.
Well, maybe he was just working up a little debt, you know? I mean, it never hurts to have a cop in your pocket, especially one who turns out to be a judge.
Nah, he's not stupid. He knows I'm not going to jump over the net. What he was doing, he was just letting me know if I ever come into his house, I better have good reason. And I spent 20 years trying to find one, too. But I could never make anything stick.
Don't you think we maybe should try calling him just one more time?
No, it's better in person. No, we're here. It's better that way.
Better? A redneck judge with a reputation walking into a family summit meeting? Are you kidding me? Doesn't read better to me.
What, you want to forget it?
No. I also don't want to wake up with a horse's head in my bed tomorrow morning.
Might be an improvement. I was told I could find Mr. Ferris here.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Ferris left word that he was not to be disturbed.
Oh, well, look on the list there.
Sir, please, you cannot go in there without a reservation.
Hey, what's he doing?
Nobody will even notice we're here, huh?
He's got a lot of nerve coming in here.
It's okay.
We got to talk.
Please, sit down. You could have worn a tie, Counselor. Hey, what's the matter? Something wrong with your food?
Lose my appetite here, Don. I gotta make a call.
Let it wait, Sid. I don't think Sid approves of the company I keep.
Well, I won't stay long. Around 2 o'clock this morning, a couple of guys came to my room and dropped off a little package. There was $300,000 in cash and a .222 rifle breakdown with a scope and 2 pictures. You were a lot younger then.
What the hell is this? Are you telling us that there's a contract out on him and you're here to save him?
The other photograph was you.
And who the hell are you?
Where's the hardware now?
They got it back.
I'm not having this conversation. We got a problem we'll take care of in-house. Some judge, you come in here...
Listen, did you get anything on the plates or that Oliver guy?
It's nothing to like. The car was stolen about 8 hours before you got tagged.
If Louis Oliver exists, he's doing one hell of a job of keeping it a secret.
What about offering Ferris some police protection? Well, maybe not.
I'll talk to Ferris. He ought to know better than any of us who's trying to get rid of him.
Judge, do me a favor. I have enough problems. You're here on a convention. Convention. Let me handle the police work. Things will go much smoother if you stay out of it.
We're not staying out of this, are we?
No, we're not. The cops are going to dig around for nothing. In the meantime, there's a killer running around on loose trying to fill a contract.
On a hood.
When you get killed, you're killed. That doesn't become moral because you don't happen to like the intended victim.
I know that, but don't you think your personal history is clouding your judgment on this?
No, I don't. No, not at all. No.
See what I mean?
You saved me a trip. I got to talk to you.
I'm listening.
Well, fine. Why don't you two talk? If you need me, I'll be down by the pool, okay?
Sit down. You, balancing the books, Milt? Thanks.
Doing my job.
What do the cops got?
Didn't I say I went to the cops?
Cops are tripping over air, right?
Listen.
Look, Milt. They're running plates, checking aliases, eating donuts. I wait for them, I might as well lie down and put up a sign.
Well, doing the best you can.
No, tell Freddie what you know. Freddie's more effective than the cops. Safer, too. I pay him. Look, Milt, I got a bunch of guys downstairs all getting pretty crazy about the hit on Storm. You want to play this safe and go through channels, you're going to see a lot worse than me getting shot.
Can you give me a description of the weapon?
You put this together, you're going to handle it yourself.
Well, in that case, it was a .222 broken down wood stock Kyber scope. Judge, they want to handle it themselves.
How is it delivered?
In an aluminum suitcase with photos and money. You get something, I want it.
What kind of money?
The 300,000 kind, 50s and 20s.
Did the rifle have a blue steel or a nickel-plated barrel?
Blue steel.
Left or right-hand grip?
You got something?
At the going rate, using that kind of firepower, it narrows things down. It'd help if I knew if it was right or left-handed.
Right-handed.
Carl Tillis, Sam Liming, or Louis Orlando. Tillis is in the can for at least 40 more years. We're pretty sure Liming is dead.
Orlando.
Last I heard, he was vacationing in Tahiti.
I've heard about burning the competition, Judge, but burying?
I just want to check out O'Neill's file, all right?
And of course, this has nothing to do with the fact that he's your major competitor, does it?
Did you hear what the guy said about Tahiti? And I told you that he spends half the year down there.
So do a million other guys. But they're not trying to take your statue away. Here we go.
Well, I know Ferris. He never says anything unless he's got something to say. And if he smells a judge, I'm...
What are you guys doing in here? Oh, Arnie, I thought you were down at the Miss Jurisprudence contest.
Well, we are, Melt. You are. What, are you checking up on the competition?
No, it doesn't hurt to know your enemy, if you know what I mean.
Bucky's been campaigning on his own. You got to play on the team you want to get to bat. Come on out there.
Just give me a couple of minutes.
Well, have it your way.
Far out. That's so totally strong.
That is a Tahitian moonrise. That's a native drink of the islands.
That's why you're so tan. I thought judges sat around all day in black robes being serious.
Well, I'm always serious. I don't always wear black robes.
Oh, you're not playing fair, Bucky. Whatever happened to share and share alike?
Well, I'm sorry, Arnie, but I'm a free enterprise man myself.
Speaking of free enterprise, I think Milk's getting a little skittish. He's inside going over your file with a fine-tooth comb.
And here's something else on Bucky.
Not another one.
How could Bucky O'Neill do that? Trans-Allied Industries, 1978, O'Neill dismissed the case.
And Trans-Allied Industries?
It's owned and operated by said Storm.
That can't be just a coincidence, Judge.
Half a dozen more cases in there. Ferris and Storm come out big winners. Why?
Why? Because you're different than the other guys. You believe the nomination is the honor. Some people want more.
I can't believe Bucky O'Neill went bad.
Well, odds are Ferris knows about it.
This one I'll do for free.
Your Honors, please, if you'd all take your seats, the proceedings will begin very shortly.
Table 14.
Over there, in the back, near the kitchen.
Way back there?
That way you'll have a longer walk when you win your award.
Well, Milt, just want to wish you luck. We're all winners in this thing, one way or another.
Uh-huh.
Get anything back from the police yet?
No, nothing definite. They're checking his tax returns and his financial investments.
Well, if he wins the award, it's going to look pretty stupid if he gets nailed for collusion. Oh, but, of course, he's not going to win the award.
We found Orlando. He's checked in.
Where do you have him?
We don't have him. He wasn't in his room.
Well, we're gonna go wait for him.
Let us handle this, Mr. Ferris. It's safer if you stay here.
You mean, sit scared? Come on.
You could have put a stop to this whole thing just by telling the committee about the investigation.
We don't know the guy's guilty, McCormick.
What do you mean we don't know? What do you want him to do, wear a sign?
No, I want something to go on. You can't go kicking down doors and grabbing people because they look guilty. You do that, the whole ball game falls apart. That's what all of these guys are here for. See that we play by the rules.
Nobody.
Search it.
Mel, Harry just sent me over here. We want you to sit on the dais with us.
Really?
Yeah, we had a committee meeting this morning. That's what we decided.
Well. Oh.
Milt, I'm really glad you could come up.
Oh, well, hey, if you fellas want me up here, I'm not going to turn it down. That's
Terrific. Now listen, you'll be presenting the William Jennings Bryan Award.
That's why you wanted me up here, to be a presenter?
Oh, absolutely. It's a real honor too, you know. All right, Your Honors, let's listen up. Come on, Arnie, we've got to get going. Can I have your attention, please? I'd like to begin our presentation. So if everyone would please give me your attention. Thank you. Well, thank you, gentlemen. It's been one heck of a weekend. But this is what it's all been about. The presentation of the Blind Lady of Justice Life Achievement Award. And to get things started, let me introduce our dais. Strickland Buchanan O'Neill. Arnie Sandoval. Green Street. And Milton C. Hardcastle.
We gotta get to Hardcastle.
Most people use the telephone.
We just went through Orlando's room. Someone hired him to do Hardcastle.
What are you talking about? So you want to save the life of a man who tried for years to put you away?
Yeah, well, he got one up on me. I don't like to owe anyone. You better go back in there, keep an eye on him. We'll go through the hotel. I got some men at the doors.
Hello. Anybody out there? Well, hi there. I'm, Arnie Sandoval. Well, many of you know me anyway, right? Well, some of you don't, and some of you will experience me during the coming week, let me tell you that. Well, but seriously, dishonest, I have the privilege of presenting the Civic Citation Award to one of the most civic-minded judges it's ever been my pleasure to meet. Now, you all know him. I mean, he's an unforgettable person whose name escapes me at the moment. And he's here to accept this award. So if you come forward.
Let's go.
Present the Congeniality Award, our own Milton C. Hardcastle.
Now, I know I'm supposed to open with a joke, but...
I'm in too deeply now, Milton. I'll do it. Why? Because I wanted more. You know what it's like, Milton. Once you get started.
It's time you quit. I'll put the gun down, but...
You wanted it your way. You got it.
I better go help the waiters, huh?
honest with you, this award comes as a complete surprise to me. And as you know, I've always done what I figured was right. That's regardless of cost to me and cost to others involved. Anyway, I have to admit that this is the most unusual appreciation award that I ever received. However, don't get the idea that giving me this is going to get me off your back. So, in conclusion, let me say, being the recipient of such an award is not the real honor. The real honor comes from the fact that you, my peers,
Give it up.
I can't help it if he's guilty.
I'm gonna go out and prove to you that you made a mistake.
Someone got away with $1 million in stones.
You just don't sit around bragging about that sort of thing.
You could sit there with a straight face and take all the credit.
Can't stand the heat, huh?
I was doing fine.
Well, I was trying to help you.
I don't need your help. What do you get for Grand Theft Bus?
I got connections. Come on.
Betting your life on the state of the art. Lay down the law. Don't you let them cross the line. Under the hood, got the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time.
After serving 2 years and 12 days of a 4-year sentence, Randolph Hopke is being released from the state prison at San Quentin. Hopke was convicted for the brutal assault of his girlfriend, Valerie McCallion. At his trial, it was Valerie's testimony that made the case for the prosecution. Only 6 weeks ago, the state Supreme Court, in a decision written by Judge Elliot Carfort, overturned the decision of Milton C. Hardcastle by finding that Hopke's attorney was incompetent and therefore unable to provide adequate defense. Hopke will be released pending a new trial, though sources at the district attorney's office indicated that they may not retry the case.
Do you want that? Nah. It'll do more good if I leave it where it is.
What makes this all the more interesting is that Hopke was willing to serve his entire sentence, but justice must prevail, and Hopke's public defenders, appealing for the last 3 years, finally succeeded in having the case overturned. Judge Carfort's happy with his decision. Hopke's lawyers certainly expressed their satisfaction. This may be one of those cases where the system works and everybody's happy about it. We have had no reaction yet from the original judge, Milton C. Hardcastle.
Oh, no. No, I didn't say it was a dumb decision. I merely stated that I was in disagreement with Judge Carfort's conclusions. So,
You feel that way in spite of the fact that Judge Carfort is reputed to be one of the finest magistrates in the country.
Kristen, that's why we're called judges, you see. We have to make judgments, and one can't bet 1,000 every day.
Are you referring to your decision or Judge Carfort's?
Would you like something? Are you thirsty?
Something cold
Yes.
would be nice.
McCormick.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
ready. Yes, would you like me to do this standing up? Sitting down.
We'd just like you to get some iced tea, okay? I'd help you, but I'm tied up here.
These Lone Ranger guys are really amazing, aren't they? I mean, they just go out there, saddle up all alone, grabbing bad guys unassisted, and taking all the credit for it.
Want to get the tea?
You got it, Kimosabe.
If you don't mind, Judge, I'd like to ask a little bit about your post-retirement activities.
Kristen, it's what I do. I don't do it to grab headlines. You understand? Someone has to do it, and, well, you just don't sit around bragging about that sort of thing. However, no one could get a line on this guy, Kristen. Not even the police. Well, you realize he was wanted in 14 states. He'd run 3 roadblocks. But I knew what he was thinking because I'd run across a couple of guys like that before. So anyway, when my assistant and I finally caught up with him, he was holed out in this sleazy little motel room up the coast. But I won't bore you with that because I'm sure that you read about it. It was all in the news.
As I recall, that ended in a high-speed car chase that crossed over into Oregon.
Yes, well, one does what one has to under the circumstances.
You must have pretty steady hands on the wheel.
Well, oh, look, here comes my assistant now.
Mark McCormick, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
As we understand it, Judge, thank you. Mark is another one of your controversial notions, placing a known convict in your own home under your judicial stay, in the interest of rehabilitation.
Yes.
It's more like in the interest of gardening and light housework.
Actually, Kristen, Mark has been quite helpful from time to time.
Oh, yes, quite. Yes, I like to make sure that the judge is readied to take on his dangerous missions, and I make sure that he's had a good breakfast and that he's properly dressed for the cold climates that we experience here by the ocean.
Yes, well, thank you, Judge Milton C. Hardcastle. With another in my continuing series on the lifestyles of the famous and infamous, this is Kristen Lompoc saying, see you next time.
McCormick, I can't find a soda pop. What you do with the sodas?
Oh, look, here comes my employer now.
You're not upset about that interview, are you? Come on, that's daytime TV. Nobody believes that stuff.
I believe it. I believe Liz Taylor's really going to lose some weight. I believe the cast of Dynasty is feuding. What I can't believe is that you could sit there with a straight face and take all the credit.
Listen, I did not try to take all the credit. I introduced you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you introduced me. Hey, McCormick, how about getting us some iced tea?
Well, that's the way it goes. Randy Hopkins got out of jail, and I sent him to jail, so I'm news. You're not.
Oh, I get it, and you're always right. Is that it?
The Hopkins case was good. He almost killed that girl.
You think he almost killed that girl, Judge, but his attorney did. What if his attorney had all of his parts together? Randy might have gotten off. The guy was senile. He walked into USC Law School claiming to be Clarence Darrow.
But that was a year after the trial. A year!
You read the decision. Now, senility isn't something that just switches on overnight. No. It creeps up on you. Slowly. In little ways.
Hopkins' lawyer was not senile. Now, I read the pretrial motions and the depositions. I was there. Hopkins was given every benefit of the law. I can't help it if he's guilty.
You're wrong, Judge.
You weren't there.
But I know Randy Hopkins. I met him when you sent me up on a similar vacation. Let me tell you something about this guy. If it wasn't for Randy Hopkins showing me the ropes, telling me where to stand, who to talk to, I probably never would have got out of there alive.
Oh, I know. He's a saint now, isn't he? Found a new way. Are you going to fall for all that I turned over a new leaf stuff?
I know him, Judge.
You know me.
Case closed.
Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to look into this thing. okay? And then we'll find out that you're gonna be singing a different song when we come out the other side.
Forget it. There's not going to be another side.
Oh, you're backing out already, are you? What's the matter? You afraid you'll wind up looking like a jerk?
No, you already helped me do that on national television. Thank you. Just give it up. You're wrong about this. Give it up.
Can't stand the heat, huh?
Are you listening to me?
I'll do it myself.
All right, wait. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do this case. I'm going to go out and prove to you that you made a mistake. And when I put it all together, I'm going to drop it in your lap, and then we'll call Kristen Lompoc, and we'll see what you have to say about it then. Okay?
Cause you gotta have friends. The feeling's oh so strong. You got to have friends to make that day last long. I got some friends, but they're gone. Someone came and took them away from the dust till the dawn. Where I'll stay, standing at the end of the road, boys, waiting for my new friends to come. I don't care if they're hungry or cold. I'm gonna get me some of them, 'cause you got to have friends. You got to have friends.
Make up your mind yet?
Does anybody ever eat rice cakes and falafel?
Falafel.
Huh?
I know it sort of makes you want to have a pastrami sandwich, doesn't it? The tofu lasagna is pretty decent if you can use your imagination.
I tell you what, why don't you take a break and we'll go up the street and I'll buy you a hamburger. I want to talk to you about Randy Hopkey, okay?
What do you want?
I thought you'd remember me. I'm Judge Hardcastle. I think we both got a little problem here.
Hi.
Yes? Is there something you wanted?
Does Randolph Hopkey live here?
Brandy, of course. We'll be so happy. Come on in. Randy, you have a visitor. Randy, this young man came to see you.
Mark McCormick.
See you, Randy.
This is so nice of you.
He's a vicious, mindless animal. I did everything I could to stop this. I showed up at every appeal. If this is such a triumph of justice, why do I feel like my insides are torn out?
Still afraid of him, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still afraid of him. Wouldn't you be? He almost killed me.
What about this whole conversion thing of his? Says he's found a new way or something?
All that true life stuff. The only thing Randy Hopkey knows about is getting what he wants. And there's nothing he won't do to get it.
Maybe you could bring out some of those terrific chocolate chip cookies you made last night.
Oh, if you didn't eat them all. Honestly, you'd think I never fed them.
Terrific lady. I don't know where I'd be without her. I gotta be honest with you, Mark. You and Judge Hardcastle, working together. Vengeance is not man's work.
That's easy for you to say. You don't live with Hardcastle. Listen, Randy, I think the deal you got now is square. Okay, you were innocent. Your attorney couldn't cut it.
Maybe you guys like you and me never gave the system a chance, huh?
Well, I wouldn't get too carried away, because if you give the system a chance, it could switch back on again. You could end up getting sent back inside.
No, I'm sure that can't happen.
They didn't think Moses could part the Red Sea either. I want to help you. I want to make sure that they can't send you back. I want to go over your case with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm going to need your help to do that.
I don't think so, Mark.
No, wait, you don't understand. You see, there's...
It's over. I paid my debt, and I did a little good along the way, and it's time to bury all that and start fresh.
I should have left him the first time he hit me.
First time? How long was it going on?
Only once before, right in front of half the people he worked with, in the Alfac parking lot.
Well, why didn't this come out during the trial?
I don't know. Didn't that attorney guy end up thinking he was Daniel Webster or something?
Clarence Darrow. Now listen, if all this is true, I might be able to use it to pressure the DA's office into retrying the case, and we could put him right back in prison, okay?
No.
Listen, I know how you feel.
No. Just soon get out of here and go someplace he can't find me. It's done. I just want it to stay done.
You do understand what I'm saying, Mark. You just let this thing disappear.
Randy, you're an ex-con. You didn't even do anything. Now you're going to have to live with that your whole life. This is a chance to clear the books.
Handle my own life, okay? Look, I know what you're trying to do, Mark, but I just want this whole thing to be over. I mean, I even went back to Alfac. I tried to get my old job back.
Well, this will help you get your old job back. You wouldn't have anything on your record. You wouldn't even have a record. Randy, I'll tell you what. Let me poke around, okay? I'll see what I come up with, okay? If I find anything, I'll show it to you before I do anything with it.
Get out of my life, McCormick.
Well, good morning, Judge. How are you today?
Well, I'm awake. Is that gonna be your new happy habit? Whistling?
What do you think?
I think you flunked royally yesterday. Couldn't get your case together, could you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, you went flying out of here with so much fuel in your tank, I thought you were going up in flames.
Okay. Maybe I got a little carried away. You would too, being treated like Jimmy Olsen. I'm sorry, but it's over. Okay? I think we're both above that kind of behavior.
Well, that's very mature. You planted those pansies too deep, they're gonna choke to death, you know.
Are you listening to me? I think all this shucking and jiving for a place in the spotlight is stupid. I think we should just bury it.
Like you buried the flowers, huh? I like your style, kid. You go down like a pro.
Is that what you think this is? Is that what you think? You think I'm caving in?
Well, what do you say to some breakfast? You know, I got so much steam rolling on this investigation, I got a whole new case coming up against Hopke. Okay? Eggs, bacon, sausages, biscuits. A good breakfast means a good day's work.
Just so happens I went to see Randy yesterday, and I made out pretty good. Without your help.
And that's that way you were rubbing your jaw.
You know, it's always the same with you, Judge. You just can't admit when you're wrong,
You
can
want
you?
scrambled or sunny side up?
Yeah, okay. I bet you went out yesterday and you didn't get one thing. I bet you don't have a new case against Hopke. I bet you went out yesterday, the whole thing turned upside down on you. Now you're pulling this routine of yours, trying to get me to cough up defeat.
I'll tell you what I got yesterday, kiddo. This case just fits my scenario fine. The guy is a stone.
All right, I call. Tell me one thing you got yesterday.
Nice try. I'll tell you what, I'll give you this. While I'm over at Alfac Industries getting some statements, you can go out there and replant the pansies.
Alfac Industries, Judge, it's a dead lead. Give me a break. I mean, he's even going back there trying to get his old job back. See, but you just can't change, can you? You can't admit when you're wrong. Well, you're going to change that attitude. You better change it, because if you don't, you're going to eat it, and you might just choke on it.
I'm going to eat my breakfast, and after that, I'm going to solve this case.
Yeah?
And they're not pansies, they're begonias.
Whatever.
Excuse me, son, where did you find that?
Over there, but it's the last one.
Oh, it is, huh?
Ma!
Well, your mom's not too crazy about fighter planes, is she?
No, just because she thinks I have too much junk already.
Really?
This one comes with bombs.
It does. Well, I'll tell you what. Have you been a good boy? Yeah? You sure? I'll buy it for you, okay? But you have to wait right here now. I mean, I don't want to have to go looking all over for you.
I'll wait here all week if I got to.
Good, you do that.
But you gotta buy me some batteries, too.
Lieutenant Martin Tisdale, Air Force Intelligence.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I need to run a 16-9er on one of your employees.
Excuse me, a 16
-9er. You had an employee here by the name of Randolph Hopke?
Yes, sir.
Well,
As a
Mr.
matter
Hopke's
of fact,
applied for work at one of our facilities. Now we need to clear him for level 3 green security.
well, somebody's
So
already.
I'm going to need
I got it. A 16-9er.
Right.
What I'm trying to tell you is that somebody already went to pull Mr. Hopke's file. Reverend Hardcastle got here about 15 minutes ago. He's trying to get Mr. Hopke into his halfway house for ex-convicts. Andy, is that the Xerox for Reverend Hardcastle?
Yeah. If you ask me, putting this guy into a halfway house is too good for him. They should have thrown away the key.
Thank you. Your government appreciates your
wait a minute,
cooperation.
that's-
Thank you very much.
Air Force Intelligence.
Oh. Hello.
Randy?
Who is this?
Randy, I'm not sure you remember me. I'm Beth. Beth Purvis. I work in personnel at Alphac.
Yeah.
Listen, I know things have been real tough for you. I never really thought you beat that girl up.
Thank you, Beth. Is there something I can do for you?
No. I just thought you might want to know a couple of guys were here. They took your file.
What are you talking about?
What guys?
I don't know. A reverend and a guy from the Air Force.
One of these guys, a young guy? Curly hair, looks like a toothpaste ad?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, the Air Force guy, maybe.
When?
Well, they just left. I thought you'd...
Thank you, Beth.
Well, maybe if you want to get together...
Get a horse. No, Frank, I don't want you to bring McCormick in. I just want you to put out an APB on him. I gotta have his location.
What the hell did he do? Trim the hedges, cockeyed?
Are you gonna do this for me or not?
All right, Milt, give it to me.
Okay. You know the car. The plates are Coyote X. You got the rest.
Well, come on, Milt, what happened? He beat you under the nets?
Get back to me, okay? Frank, you got the number.
Run a check on a red sports car. Matches your APB description.
Our records show that the security system was installed and fully operational 3 years ago.
Can you tell me what that was again? A 9
A
or
16-9er. Do you remember one of the installers, a Mr. Randolph Hopke?
Sure do. He just got out of prison, didn't he?
Well, according to his work records, Mr. Hopke should have been here working at the time of the assault he was convicted for.
Yeah, well, I guess he couldn't be two places at the same time. What's all this got to do with flying Phantom fighters into Algeria?
Trust me. Is there anything you can tell me about Mr. Hopke, about his work habits?
But I wasn't crazy about him. He always kept to himself. Seemed to be thinking things you wouldn't want to ask about.
But he was here every day, working on the system.
As far as I know, it didn't matter anyway. We were robbed as soon as the system was completed.
When was that?
They were just activating the new system. Someone got away with almost $250,000 in stones. Phew. Actually, if Mr. Hopke hadn't been away beating that girl, he would have been my best guess. Only he and Mr. Spicer knew the system.
Well, I'm sure the police would have checked that out with Mr. Spicer.
That would have been kind of tough. Mr. Spicer was shot to death during the robbery.
জানি তো, আমি জানি সারাদিন পর সন্ধ্যার সময় আমার উপর আঙুলটা আইব। আগে নিতে তুই দেই কর।
শালা পোশালা আমারে লাঠির মাইর খাওয়াইছে।
রাস্তা না খাওয়া লাঠির মারি গেল লোকে। আমি তো কিছু বুঝতে পারি না।
কেন খাওয়াইছে এটা পরেই টের পাইব। রন্টু, আমি কিন্তু ওই হালারে আজকে শাস্তি দিব। বুঝছস? আইতে নাইতে যা করলো
শাস্তি দিই। লাঠির বাড়ি খাবো।
আরে এই দোতলা একটা মহিলা থাকে না, এই মহিলার দেবো আমরা লাঠির বাড়ি খাওয়াইছি।
এই বোমাই ছাড়ো, ছাড়ো সব বাজার তুমি ছাড়ো, ছাড়ো।
আমি বাজার লাগাইছি। ছাড়ো, এই বেইমানের বাচ্চা। যে রকির মাইর খাইয়া তুইও বসছিলি, তোর আমি ডাক্তারের কাছে নিয়ে গেছিলাম। তুই আমার ওই মহিলাটা কাজ করছিস। ছাড়ো, হ্যাঁ? ছাড়ো না কইতেছি। তার আগে তুমি ভিতরে ঢুকে দেখো তোমার। পড়াই তো আমার মাইর।
আচ্ছা থাম না তোরা বেটা। কি হইছে কি? আমারে কও। ওই তুই আমারে ফোন দিয়ে কই পাশে।
আর হইছে। আরে কিছু হয় নাই। এত তোমার ভাই লাগে। আইছে। জানাইবো না। কতগুলো মহিলা গুলো যে তোমাদের বাসায় আমি কইছি নাকি তোমার জানা তো আমি জানি বইলে কি জানা নাকি তারপরে ওয়ার্ডে যাই দিয়ে দরজা খোলা তারপর আমরা ভিতরে চাকরি রাখবো এই আমরা দুই লাখ দাঁড়াইছি পরে
আমারে মারার লিগে খাড়াই আছে। এই আমি বুঝতে পারছি, আমি তো মাথা সরালাম। আর অমনিয়াই সব মাথার উপরে বাড়িটা পড়ছে, মাইর খাইছে। রকিরে তখন তো আমি মনে কর গাড়াইছি। গাড়াই অরজন আমি ডাক্তার কাছে নিয়ে যেতেছিলাম। আমার ওই উল্টা মহিলাদের মাইর খাওয়াইছে।
I was doing
এই আসবি না কইলাম।
Are you okay?
আসবি না
Yes,
কইলাম।
I'm okay.
I
was doing fine. I think I can handle that car.
It's lucky I came along.
No, it's not lucky you came along. For 28 years, I managed to get dressed, get out, stay out of trouble until you came along. I can handle that car.
Is that your car?
What do you expect? I've got two hot shots breathing down my neck. And one of them's firing live ammunition. I was trying to help you.
আমি
I
মাইর
don't
খাইছি
need
কিন্তু
your
মজা
help.
পাইতাছস। মজা পাইতাছস না? আমি খুব ভালো করে জানি।
খবর টবর না দিয়ে আইলে
Give
এমনই
some
হয়।
thought as to why the guy you're trying to bail
আমি
out
কিন্তু
is
তোকে
trying to run
আমার
you off
কথাটা
the
মনে
road.
রাখ। আমার লগে লগে তোর বাইক না গান দিতে আমার আপ্যায়ন করতে। হিসাব করে কথা কই।
You'll have plenty of time to mull it over.
সকালে একজন মারছে না হলে
জানি তো আমি জানি সারাদিন পর সন্ধ্যার সময় আমার উপর আঙুলটা আইব। আগে নিতে তুই দেই কর।
রকিরিতে মারছে তোর কই?
বাসায় আছে, তোর বাইরে বাসায় শুয়াই শুয়াই।
কই ফেরদৌস মানে?
That's everything we got, Mill. He was on the top
তো বাইক খায় অজ্ঞান হয়ে গেছে।
for the spice.
আমার পোলাপন দেখতেছি আমার জেলে বাড়াইবো
When we made him on
তো
the
ওদের
assault
মার
charge,
খাইছে
they
ওই যে
happened
অসুস্থ
same time, same
হাসপাতালে
day.
নিবি না?
Yeah, well, the coroner can be wrong on time. It's happened before.
Not much you can do about the security system time clock over at the diamond stage.
যাও তুমি আইতে কইলে পাইতাছি যাও।
Was it 10:15 in the morning? Because that's when the system went down. Hopkey's barrage on his girlfriend was 10:30. It takes an hour to go from the Diamond Exchange to the motel where we found her. Not much to nail him on, sweetie. Not so sure. You having second thoughts? You're the one that set him up on the assault case.
আর কি যে হইতাছে
Yeah, I heard about that.
রুমারে নাকি মডেল বানাইবো ইন্টারন্যাশনাল মডেল বানাইবো এই মডেল বানানোর লাগি নাকি এই কথা হ্যাপিসে করতেছে কথা কোনের লাগি
The guy was not senile at the time of the trial.
এই কথা শুনা তো রুমা মাথা পুরা গইলা গেছে গা চিকিৎসকের বাসায় নিয়ে গেছে এখন সেবা দিয়ে তারে
Anything you
ভালো
want,
করবে
Frank. Only in
আমার নামও
private.
একটা আছে
What, are you afraid I'm going to find
সব
out about
কিছু
the
পাচ্ছে,
diamond
শুধু
exchange?
বুঝতে
I
পারো।
already been there. I got
মানে
what you...
দুনিয়ার এত মানুষ
Do
থাকে
you really? You know, the only thing you've got is the biggest
বন্ধু
damn ego that I ever had the misfortune to come across.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Listen, you guys fill out the
আরে
complaint.
তোমার আমি
I'll
কি
bring 'em in.
কইতাছি
Just
এতক্ষণ
work it out between you.
এতক্ষণে
and then
যায়
come
দাও
down to
গা
the station when
রুমা
you're ready.
নিশ্চয় তারে নাচ দেখাইতাছে
Ego. You wouldn't even let me pull you out of that hole.
Well, I wouldn't have been in that hole if you didn't have to fly in there with 6 guns blazing, trying to save the day.
I wasn't trying to save the day.
Oh, come on, who are you?
Anything you need down at the station, I'll be there. Take care.
তুমি তো খুব ভালো জানো কার সাথে কি কইতে হবে এইটা তুমি খুব ভালোই জানো
All right, go ahead. Come on. Say it. You were
রুমা
right.
মইরা যাবো
Maybe not.
তারপর ওর সামনে নাচ
What
দেয়
do you mean maybe not? The guy just tried to kill me.
Well, I might
What
have
did
been
they
right
do?
about the guy being full of dirt. But he's a lot smarter than I give him credit.
That's smart. Why did he get caught?
For assault. I
Hey,
was
Terry,
probably
so
helping him
saca
by sending him away.
You think he did the murder of the diamond exchange?
We ought to find out.
Nah, you go ahead and do it. I don't know. It's your case. You
Get your coat, Tonto. The Lone Ranger doesn't want to...
নিষেধাক
Settle up. Get him up, Scout.
You don't think I just made all that stuff up, do you?
At the trial, you said that Hopkins was assaulting his girlfriend at 10:30. Could it have been 10:50 or 11?
I checked the time as soon as I heard him busting up the place. I needed it for the police report.
Well, you know there's going to be a police report.
There's always a police report. Look, you work in a place like this long enough, you can learn to give yourself a few shortcuts. See, ever since the Kennedys stopped dropping by, our clientele's gone right into the dumper.
You sure you heard all the racket at 10:30?
Look, Judge, this guy really busted the girl up, if you remember. Broke her arm. He also broke her watch when he hit her, and it was stopped just at 10:30, just like I said.
Thank you.
Hey, you must be kind of embarrassed, huh? I mean, I hear the guy's attorney talks to wallpaper. You should have picked up on that.
Yeah, hard to forget something like that. I was on the news. Had one of them news ladies interview me. What's her name? Pretty lady, great hair.
And you're sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure. Last most exciting thing happened around this place was someone broke into the snack machine and took everything except those peanut butter crackers. Probably would have had to break into the soda machine then.
Did you find out anything?
He confirmed it. Hopkins was there at 10:30.
11:45.
I just talked to the guy.
I just talked to another guy, Judge. Look, Randy was driving a hopped-up Z28. Now, that kid back there at the gas station remembers it because he was drooling all over it the minute Randy and Val checked into the motel. In fact, this kid was so excited about the car, he was going to make an offer to Randy, see if Randy wanted to sell it. So the next morning, he hears Randy burn out of the motel. He runs outside to talk to him. Randy's long gone. Now, the kid's ticked off. A, because he missed making an offer to the car, and B, because he missed part of the 11:30 news and he watches it every morning. So he's sure about the time. But the cops had already busted Randy on the assault charge.
It should have come out at the trial.
Yeah, but Randy's attorney.
I know about Randy's attorney.
Anyway, that assault charge gave Randy an alibi. Otherwise, they could have put him at Spicer's.
So Randy could have popped Spicer and grabbed the stones and come back here?
Come back, punch Val out, reset her watch, and bingo, he's got an alibi for the murder.
No. The motel manager heard her screaming at 10:30.
Val might have been there at 10:30.
You mean she started the fight without him? Before he got there? That means she's working with him.
That's exactly what it means.
Okay, if you're right, Hopke killed Spicer while Valerie stayed back at the motel, broke her watch, and screamed and hollered while she was waiting for him to come back and beat the daylights out of her, right?
I guess Randy didn't do time because he was stupid, Judge.
She let herself take a beating.
$250,000 is a lot of money. Maybe she didn't know Randy liked his work so much. You don't buy it.
I buy it. I don't like it.
Why don't you let Tonto take care of this one? Come on.
You mind telling me what the hell we're doing here?
Come on.
Well, I don't know what else I can tell you, Detective. I thought the police department had all this.
Well, we have all the information from the previous case, but some new evidence has cropped up, and we're thinking about reopening the investigation.
What new evidence?
Excuse me, waitress?
Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
We'll be in touch.
There's an animal protein in this salad. Yeah, well, I got my own problems. And your vegetables have been sprayed.
I give her 15 minutes, tops.
Still a long shot.
I don't think so, Judge. She puts on a good act, you know, how frightened she is. As soon as I mentioned the Spicer murder, it looked like she couldn't get out of there fast enough.
By the way, Judge, you can go ahead and say it if you want. You were right. Hopkey's garbage. He should never have been released.
Don't fall too far behind.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I wasn't right. I set him up on a bum case.
Not really. He beat the girl up.
I should have seen it in the paperwork when I reviewed the case. It had to be there.
No, it didn't. His lawyer...
Stop. I know. Okay, maybe I missed it. Maybe the guy did go home at night and turn the lights down low and talk to the toaster. I don't know. He looked okay to me.
Well, don't start doubting yourself now, Judge. He did beat the girl up. He did the time for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is. They used me. Both of them. You should have seen her at the trial. She looked like she'd do anything to get rid of the guy. Go to another planet. She probably even likes him.
I didn't tell him anything, Randy, I swear. I stuck to the story.
Except the story is starting to unwind. Did you see this cop's ID?
What difference does it make? How long is it going to take him to figure it out?
I should have dumped that Z. I didn't think anybody was going to see me drive out.
Well, you wanted them to see us come so they could make a case against you.
It was a good idea while it lasted. Let's go.
You can say hi-ho silver if you want to, huh?
You had it here all the time.
What the hell difference does it make?
You could have told me.
I love you, Val. I don't trust you. We gotta get to the airport.
Why don't you call a cab?
Hey, Judge. Come on.
Hold on. Are you all right, madam? I'm terribly sorry. I want him!
connections. Come on.
You all right?
Of course.
I think we've got a problem.
Your attention, please. Now leaving from
Keys are inside.
405 bus to Sacramento.
Hello.
With stops
Hello.
at Bakersfield.
So, what do you think, masked man?
This is the last call.
You did all right, Kimosabe. Not bad.
That's 14-6.
14-8.
14-6. Judge, you only had 3.
I know how many baskets I made. It's 14-8.
Are you going to start with that stuff always being right again?
14-8.
Oh, no.
Hey. 14-10.
Look, I've had enough.
Oh, where you going?
No, you go. You take care of it. It's glory time again, Judge.
Oh, come on. That's not going to happen again. Listen, you broke the case. You get the press. Go on, talk to him.
Really? Yeah. Good luck, eh?
Oh, terrific.
Hi.
We'd like to talk to Judge Hardcastle.
Well, actually, I'm entitled to answer any questions you might have of Judge Hardcastle.
Oh, well.
As Judge Hardcastle's personal assistant, I'm entrusted to answer any questions, so.
We wanted to get his reaction to the news that 4 other cases of his have been overturned.
Really?
Yes. Once that defense attorney was found incompetent, all his cases were overturned. 2 of them were murder 1 charges.
Just a minute. Judge, you want to handle this?
Hello.
It's all yours.
Nice to see you again.